Do I enjoy? No. So I'm not trying to come off haughty. It's not like I did it and I've got pride because suddenly I'm a street preacher. No. It was hard. It was rather challenging, and it wasn't all that fun. Because it was raining. It was loud. Never done it before. People are walking by, and I'm, and there I am, standing on I'm standing on a four-legged stool. But it's about, we got to go to where they are. Preacher, we got to go to where they are. They're flooding into your churches, are they? How many visitors are you getting a week, a month? You go out into a street corner, you'll witness to more people in a 2-hour session out in the street corner than might come to your church all month or all year. Well, let's move on from the preacher for just a second, Christian. What are you doing? What are you doing? Please, if I'm coming across like I'm thinking I'm super Christian, if I am, I apologize because that's not my heart. I'm telling you, they're dying out there. They're dying. And they're confounded, and they're confused, and they're clueless, and they're buying into this ridiculous, tragic, postmodern mindset that says, it's okay. I don't need to worry about it. God is love. Messiah, you can call God whatever you want. It doesn't matter. He's going to accept us in the end anyway. And for eternity, they're going to be screaming his name, wishing that they had repented and put their trust in him. What are you doing? We're confused. We listen to Christian radio all day, and I'm not saying it's better to listen to pagan radio, but we get confused. It's better to listen to Christian radio. Of course I believe that. That just makes sense. But what happens is we listen to Christian radio, we listen to Christian preachers, we go to a Christian church, we work with Christian people, we live with Christian people, and we think that all is Christian, and it is not at all. Hell is a long time, and it's hot. What are you doing? What are you doing? Can you do something? Please don't tell me it's praying. Because of course you're going to pray. Of course we all should be praying. But then we need to do something. Being obedient to praying is being obedient to praying. Being obedient to witnessing is another thing entirely. Who do you know who isn't saved? Who is it? All right, fine. Don't go out into the streets. Okay, fine. Who are you working with? Huh? Who do you live next to? Better yet, who are you living with? What about that relative, your brother, your sister, your mom or your dad, your child? The road is so broad. It is so broad. Please figure it out. Get a handle on it. Is it easy? No. Is it hard work? Yes. So what? So what? People are going to hell. You're afraid of losing your reputation? Big deal. Big deal. Jesus Christ gave up his. I mean, people were praising him in heaven. He comes to this earth where they mock him. Big deal, you and your reputation. Big deal. So you're not going to have as many friends. So what? Your loved one's going to hell. Figure it out. Do something. When we come back, a sappy story, and we'll share our witness encounter today, street preaching, and, well, what do you know? Out at the University of Minnesota, a table is set up for people to witness to people. That was encouraging. They're out there, man. There's some people out there working, trying to witness, trying to convert. It was great to see those Hindus. Talk the Walk on AM 980, KKMS. More Spirited Talk Radio. Hey, hey, hey. Let's keep making those churches friendly. It's working, right? Oh, sure it is. People coming to get purpose, fulfillment, and their territory expanded. Is that modern-day evangelism that we celebrate because it's on the top of the New York Times bestseller list? Oh, we're doing good, aren't we, church? Are we? George Barnard of Ventura, California. Since 1991, the adult population in the United States has grown by 15%. Oh, okay. During that same period, the number of adults who do not attend church has nearly doubled, rising from 39 million to 79 million, a 92% increase. Hey, let's keep spending all of our time and energy on that band. Come on, let's get that slick. We can't have any pauses. Let's make sure that everything runs like it's a production, because I'll tell you, some pagans might trip in. Yeah, they might. but it doesn't appear they are. We got the wrong concept here, church. Church, the building, that's for you and me, Christian. It's not for the pagan. How do we need to get the pagans reached? You gotta go to where they are. You gotta go out there and talk to them. You gotta go out and witness to people. Don't wait for them to show up at your church, although, frankly, the church is full of pagans anyway, so the harvest field is there. There's your Sunday chore. Now you got Monday through Saturday. We're spending too much time. Want to quote Charles Spurgeon again, if you don't mind. One of the earliest things a minister should do when he leaves college and settles in a country town or village is to begin open-air preaching. We got to go hit the streets. Can you imagine? Let's just say, just for yucks, 50 preachers, I don't care if they're a pastor or not, 50 preachers hit the streets just the weekend for 2 hours. Wow. What if, in the Christian community, don't forget, there's 2.5 million people in the Twin Cities. 85% claim to be Christians, so they say. That's about 2 million Christians. Surely we can find 1,000 Christians to go out on a weekend.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
How many people might get saved? Huh? This is... Maybe I've become just a complete flaming idiot and wingnut. Maybe I have, and my perspective has radically changed. You're not a weirdo for going out into the streets. I'm telling you, people don't look at you that way. They listen. We got to get out there. Let's quit spending all this time in the church. Yeah, the programs, the music, the order of service, the carpet, the air conditioning. Let's get out there and find some pagans. Travis, hello.
Hey, Todd.
Hello.
I'm planning a witness encounter here of an estranged friend of mine. He was actually my best friend for about 10 years, but because of his drug use, I stopped hanging out with him. And I'm pretty sure he's still doing it. And now I've heard that he's got a girlfriend he's living with. They're expecting a baby soon. And I thought, man, if anybody needs to get saved at this point, it's him. So I was planning on inviting him to go fishing with me and then witnessing to him.
Attaboy.
My problem that I'm anticipating is that he feels like he smokes marijuana and he feels like it's a superior drug over things like alcohol and I was looking for some scriptures that would show him that as far as the Bible's concerned, it's not okay. And the closest I can come is things about being alert and things like that.
Yeah.
Is there something better I could use if it does come up?
Yeah, you can just shine the light on his conscience. Two thoughts for you, Travis. One is, I liken a pet sin like that, like smoking or pot for that matter, the same as homosexuality. You're probably getting into a contentious territory. I would avoid it, first of all.
Okay.
He needs to understand he is condemned despite the fact that he smokes an illegal drug. All right? So use the 10 Commandments and forget about the pot.
Okay, yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. I was thinking, hopefully I could just get the Holy Spirit working on him, that he'll come to the realization himself.
Oh, God will give him a new heart with new desires, and the marijuana thing will take care of itself. I would focus on the sins on which you can agree. You can have agreement on lying, stealing, adultery, murder, those things. Use the law, find agreement there, convict him of sin, of his sin with the 10 Commandments, and don't even touch the pot deal, because all you'll do is argue about it.
Well, and I was thinking, maybe definitely during the witness it would be better to not use that. But I'm thinking like down the road, say
Romans 13, he's breaking the law.
Yeah.
Christians don't break the law.
Yeah. Give to Caesar what is Caesar's, right?
Yeah. Be of sober mind and on the 1 Peter. Be of sober, or maybe 2 Peter. Sober mind and on the alert, for the devil is a roaring lion, prowling around seeking whom he might devour. Hold on, I've got another one where we shouldn't be drunk with wine, but drunk with the Holy Spirit. So, you can use all of those. But again, that will take care of itself once God saves him and gives him a new heart.
I pray that it will.
Yep, you just be faithful to that. Be faithful to that. And I would, frankly, Travis, if he brings up pot, I would actually say, I don't want to talk about your pot smoking. I want to talk about your soul. And let it be. Because that's a little scab. All you'd be doing is picking at it. Just use the 10 Commandments, buddy.
Okay.
Go get him, dude. Go get him. Being intentional. That's what Travis is doing. He's being intentional. He's setting it up. He's thinking it through. He's pondering it. He's setting up the fishing trip. Attaboy. In 30 minutes, a good open-air preacher can reach more sinners than the average church does in 12 months. Hello. Thank God that the disciples didn't stay in the upper room. They didn't carpet the building, pad the pews, then put notice on the front door saying, tonight, gospel outreach, 7 p.m. All welcome. They went out there and they did it. They witnessed. They preached. They got up on a soapbox. They spoke out. We got to go out. I'm convinced of it. We got to go out there. We got to take over the Twin Cities. Forget the country. We got enough to worry about right here in our own town. By the boatloads every day. Do you hear them? Do you hear them on their way to hell? Do you hear them? They're going. They're heading there. And you could run into them on the street any day of the week if you wanted to. Yeah, radical. You got something more important to do? Sorry. I mean, really, do we have anything more important to do?